Week 4's mission was to start eating organs. Not because I confused the carnivore diet with the cannibal diet, it's because ever since I've started a carnivore diet, my energy levels in the morning have plummeted. And it's been suggested to me that introducing organ meat could potentially be a solution to this problem. As a child, Fear Factor was one of my favorite TV shows.
Known for dreaming up some of the most outrageous and insane stunts you could possibly imagine.
And as an adult, the Joe Rogan Experience is one of my favorite podcasts.
And so then I ate a roach.
This week, my life came full circle when the diet that I first heard about on his podcast.
You're on this carnivore diet.
Yeah, carnivore diet.
Carnivore diet.
Carnivore diet.
Carnivore diet.
Led me to the same foods that he fed to contestants on Fear Factor decades ago.
The kidney, remember, if he starts throwing up, don't look. 2, 1. Time.
I can't swallow this.
But instead of $50,000 and an audience of millions, my reward for eating organs is a potential boost in morning energy. I picked up the only 2 organ meats that my grocery store had in their inventory and was terrified about what this meant I was about to experience. But one unexpected skill advantage that the carnivore diet is providing me over the Fear Factor contestants is that the consistency of my food is making me crave anything that adds some variety.
I'm starting to get sick of eating the same thing every single day. I was absolutely turned off, disgusted, in fact, by the prospect of even having to eat organ meat. But now, 24 days into this experiment, and I'm actually kind of looking forward to getting home after this run and trying some chicken liver. It sounds kind of nasty, but I'm also just craving something different than steak and eggs. So let's get back to this run, get home, make some chicken liver. I was a little bit excited to be tasting these, but the more closely I look at them, the less appealing they get. It's going down. This stuff is not bad at all. The only thing that you have to get over is the fact that you're eating liver and the fact that you're not used to it. I'll eat that every day. Not going to necessarily look forward to it, but I think that we can pick some things up that's going to make it more appetizing. Next week, I'm going to try making a pate to see if I can match the richness of foie gras with the cheapness of chicken liver. A little bit more concerned about this beef kidney, but a little less apprehensive now that I know chicken liver is so palatable. The chicken liver made me less apprehensive about eating the beef kidney, but still, it seemed pretty unappealing to each one of my 5 senses. Woke up today feeling pretty good, probably the best I've been feeling in 4 weeks, at least since I started this diet. But then I remembered that today is the day where I have to eat a beef kidney. So far, I've only been able to muster the courage to eat chicken liver, but this looks a lot more intimidating. I don't even want to touch this, never mind eat it. The closest thing I've come to eating kidney is a kidney bean, which I actually am disgusted by as well. So hopefully this isn't as bad as that, but I have a feeling it's going to be quite a bit worse. I guess that the next step is to look up recipes for how I actually am going to cook this thing. How to cook beef kidney. Why is the first one the thing for dogs? I do not like what we're looking at. Can dogs eat beef kidney? How about can humans eat beef kidney? Humans eat. And then the next one that comes up is, can humans eat dog food? Is that what I'm doing right now? Is this dog food? Is that why it's only $2.76 for this giant, disgusting looking organ? How come there's no option for humans? How to cook beef kidney? Okay, let's see what we got here. Opening graphics team. Oh God. Oh, I don't like the look on her face when she's eating this. I don't like the aesthetic of this video or anything about this. This is making me, this is making me like this even less. Why did you say that it's great? That's not great. I don't know what this chick's talking about. She said that this thing is great, but I saw the look on her face. She's not fooling me. This is not a good actress. Not that the face needed to tell you that it doesn't taste good, because the meat itself tells you the whole story. This is a pound of kidney. A pound for $2.79. $2.76. They're basically just saying, get this the hell off of my hands because nobody wants this. It's for dog food and should not be consumed by humans for any reason other than for a reality show where you're humiliating yourself in front of hundreds of thousands of people. Well, if I can humiliate myself in front of hundreds of thousands of people, I am willing to do this, but it's probably just gonna be hundreds of people. So I'll suck it up anyways, and let's see exactly what we wanna do with this thing. I'm nervous to even take it out of this packaging. Ugh.
That's unpleasant to look at. I don't want to touch it or smell it. I definitely don't want to taste it. Oh, it's all separated. It's very unpleasant to the eyeballs and to the hands. Both texture and sight are off. It looks like vomit, actually, so at least it's going to look the same going down as it does coming out. Oh. Oh, I'm just gagging from the scent. What am I doing? Why do I keep going in for more? I don't want this going down my throat. There's no way that I'm eating all this. Here we go. All right. First bite, honestly, not that bad. It's when you get into it more as I keep chewing and I get to whatever the hell is inside of this thing that I'm feeling this like bloody irony taste just starting to penetrate through my tongue. It's not that horrendous, honestly. If you're on a budget and you're on a carnivore diet and you want to try something new, honestly, it's not that bad. It's pretty shocking to me how tolerable this was, considering that cooking it made my entire condo smell like a urinal, and the best way I can describe the taste is a sirloin steak marinated in human urine. My trepidation about eating organ meat has been completely replaced with a growing concern for the level of empathy I'm feeling with carnivore advocate Dr. Paul Saladino, who says,
I eat raw liver, I'll then eat kidney. Raw kidney. I'll eat raw brain.
The brain sounds horrifying.
It's actually not that bad.
It looks nasty.
It does, but isn't that kind of fun?
No.
when you eat the same thing day in and day out, you start to crave some variety, if not for the taste, then just for the difference. To spice up your life when your life forbids any spices. But it's hard enough for me to convince a woman that I met online to come over to my condo for a first date during quarantine. I don't know what new challenges I'm going to encounter if she walks in and finds me munching on a raw brain. But that might be a mission for a future date. Because on this date, I completed my mission and received my reward.
Today's about day 4 of eating organ meat, and it's the first time that I'm waking up feeling a little bit more energy in the morning, where I actually don't feel intimidated about the prospect of getting out of bed as soon as I wake up.
When I was a kid, my parents wouldn't let me leave the dinner table until I finished my vegetables. And as an adult, you kind of have to become your own parent. And as a carnivore, I'm thinking of organ meats as the vegetables of the diet. I don't necessarily love the taste, but if they're full of nutrients and going to help me feel better, then I'll include them in what I eat. So I'm adding them to the nutritional arsenal, at least for now, because this week, some new challenges arose. Today's officially the longest I've ever gone on the carnivore diet by one day. It's very hard for me to isolate the diet itself at this point. We're going through a global pandemic. There's a huge economic downturn. So I have no income source. And the fact that I don't have a gym to go to anymore because all the gyms shut down due to this global pandemic is also making this a lot more difficult for me physically. Money problems can wait because carnivore problems are my top priority, which makes this week's mission find a gym. Until then, I can't fully determine whether the energy levels rose because I included organs in the diet or whether they were replenished because I wasn't spending any energy at the gym. Until then, I'm picking up a side quest to help me learn more about these energy levels, expend some physical energy, and maintain my mental sanity. I'm going to run every day for 7 days. At the end of those 7 days, I want to know how much further and how much faster I can run than I did on the first day, which is today. I'm starting basically from scratch because I never run, and I'm curious, how much can I improve on a zero-carb diet? In my arsenal is beef, pork, eggs, organs, coffee, an app, and a pair of headphones. A few other updates. This week I lost 7.1 pounds, which brings me down about 14 pounds total. And I don't know if I lost more weight because I was feeling more satiated after eating the organs, or if I'm losing weight because I'm not lifting weight. This is another question that I'm going to have to add to the log. Speaking of logs, I would like to say that my bowel movements returned to normal, but that would be a lie because they seem to be better than normal. I wasn't really paying attention to this until day 27 when I realized that I had a fantastic bowel movement, and it made me realize that I haven't been registering anything out of the ordinary for the past few days. as of today, day 28, I think I confirmed that suspicion. I don't know if things will continue along this trajectory, and I don't know if they improve because of the organ meats, and I also don't know if they improve because I was practicing my carnivore diet constipation pose. But either way, I'm going to keep you posted on how these logs are going. Another thing that I've been noticing is that I am very easily agitated and overreacting to minor disturbances. I'm definitely way more on edge than I was prior to starting this diet. Today, I actually ended up punching a wall, something that I haven't done since I was probably 16 years old and got into a fight with my parents. I don't know if that's concerning or if that's exciting, because I do think that I perform better and have more energy and more focus and just get things done a lot more effectively when I'm on edge. So that could potentially be some benefit of this diet, but at the same time, I don't want to go around putting holes into my wall when I don't have money to repair them. It's very hard to differentiate whether or not this particular edge that I'm feeling is coming from the carnivore diet itself, or if it's coming from the fact that I haven't been exercising almost at all. I've been doing some home workouts and going for runs every now and then, but I'm nowhere near the level of physical exertion that I was prior to beginning this diet. So today I ended up doing a meditation class online with Jane Lee.
Chin to your chest. Press your shoulder blades down, feel the stretch in the back of the shoulders.
If you're feeling stressed out or anxious or overwhelmed, then check out Jane's profile in the link below this video and get some personalized assistance with your meditation practice. If you're in Canada and you're having trouble finding meat products, or if you just don't want to leave your house, then check out truelocal.ca to get high quality, locally raised animal products delivered straight to your door. I'll be using the Strava app to track my runs, so if you want to join the party, then add me. My name's Steve Rimmer. I don't run and I don't use these apps, so I have no idea whether this is good or not, but I feel like it might be a fun thing for all of us to partake in during this global pandemic that we're all experiencing together. I'm also thinking about continuing with these weekly challenges even after I find a gym. Since I and any of you who are also carnivores are eating the same foods every day, we can introduce new programs and not be worried about the results getting affected by the foods that we're consuming, since we are consuming the same foods day in, day out. Let me know what you want to see next. Thank you for watching, and I'm so happy to be sharing this journey with all of you.